Alternative titles for this movie might be Shitty as Crap.
Smelly as warm balls.
Hot as a hot dog.
This is Cool as Ice on Stinker Madness.
What's that smell?
I don't know about you, but I'm thirsty as fuck. Thirsty as fuck.
Hey, look at me!
Thrill me.
If you come back in here, I'm gonna hit you with so many rights, you're gonna beg for a left.
Thrill me.
Beg for a left.
Thrill me.
Hey, look at me!
It stinks.
Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness, a podcast where I, Justin, director, producer,
Save writer.
also writer,
Yeah.
also actor, talk about a shitty movie with my friends and my wife and Sam, who's a friend, not my wife. Sam and Jackie, who are here. Hello,
Hello.
Sam and Jackie.
To the extreme, I rock a mic like a cantaloupe. I'm not an antelope. I'm a can of rope. I don't know if that's what he said, but that's what it sounded like to me. Just like three of these, I need... Wait, no. Just like Pleiades, I need three of these. I think he says that too. Even though Pleiades is the seven sisters, so I don't know where the three comes in.
Mind blown. Jackie, this is your pick this week. Cool as Ice, starring Vanilla Ice, Rob Van Winkle, the Winkelmeister, from 1991. Sam? Oh, go
That's
ahead.
his real name.
Robert
Rob
Van Winkle, yeah.
I would have kept Vanilla Ice.
I think he still uses Vanilla Ice for his album, because did you know that he's been releasing albums still?
I did not.
Yeah, he's under the, he's a juggalo. He's one of the ICP label.
Oh, wow.
So he's up to 7 studio albums now.
All right. Well, I wonder how that's going. And if he ever learned how magnets work.
Maybe he just was smart enough to not get into magnets at all.
Yeah. Jackie, what made you choose this movie?
There was a motorcycle on the cover,
Okay. All right.
and I like the song Ice Ice Baby.
You do like the song Ice Ice Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure that you like it? Or did you just like it in 1991?
Or do you just like the song Pressure by Queen and David Bowie?
I like that song.
I like that song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good work here on your movie pick this week.
Yeah. Man, it makes me embarrassed that I grew up in the 90s.
It's humiliating. This is humiliating because I bought in heavy on this shit. I was the poster child of loving Vanilla Ice.
I had striped Jordache overall shorts.
Yep.
I should go back. If I had a time machine, before the time machine hit list that we talk about, I would actually just go back to 92 and kick myself in the balls.
The life regret time machine.
Yeah.
The hit list of balls of children's
No, it
balls.
was before I go and have sex with all these ladies from the past, I make a quick stop to kick myself in the nuts when I'm 12.
Kicking a child version of yourself square in the balls.
Which may cause a rift in the timelines because you're not supposed to touch yourself, I guess, in time travel. You can only touch yourself in the bathroom when no one's...
Oh my God.
Not in time travel.
Yeah, there's some questionable ethics in what you just said. Sam, what have you got to tell us about Cool as Ice?
Well, it was somehow unable to make back $6 million.
Wow. That's... So it's 1991 and $6 million. What do we think that is in today's money? About like 10, 12?
It's in the comfort zone of we can't possibly lose this money.
Yeah, you should have made back the money.
And it's even more dubious because it was like, let's just say the worst thing ever happens and it doesn't, we'll certainly make it back on the soundtrack. Don't think that happened either.
Uh-oh.
Like this thing, and of the $6 million, $1 million was Robert Van Winkle's budget. That was his salary for the picture.
Here's a check for $1 million.
For $1 million bucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Didn't 1.2, that's what they made back on this thing.
1.2 million?
Yeah. It didn't have like a wide video release either. It was just like, ugh, let's bury this shit.
I'm surprised that he had a release at all because this screams direct-to-video.
Yeah, I mean, this thing was a fucking disaster. It like the poster even says like Vanilla Ice. You think the name of the movie is Vanilla Ice. That's how hot he was. And his shit dropped like a rock.
And this is Universal. This isn't like some B movie house. This was like they believed in this.
Yeah.
Men in ties thought that this was going to work.
I think Shep Gordon's the guy that finds Vanilla Ice too, but Mike Myers just made a documentary on him called Ubermensch because he's like the talent whisperer basically.
Okay.
Everybody else involved with this production that he picked up on really does well. Michael Kellogg continues to do great commercials to this day. And he was like one of the chief directors for Playboy forever, the guy who directed it.
Okay.
And Janusz Kaminski shot this, the guy that shot Saving Private Ryan and
kind of
Schindler's List.
It's kind of a elite resume you got there.
Yeah, he almost hit a kid with a camera in this one.
Yeah.
That one, that happened where... Like, you just see the lens isn't high enough. You're like, you're going to hit that kid. And all of a sudden the kid's like,
oh,
and he
Jesus.
gets out of the way.
Camera coming right at my face.
Right at me.
Oh, boy. Yeah, this movie is a pile of shit. Now, it's got a 2.3 rating on IMDb, which
seems high.
Seems high. There's probably a little bit of, like, love for it because it's so shitty, like, kind of cult status in a way. But it belongs in the bottom 100 for sure.
Yes, this is widely regarded as one of the worst movies ever made.
It's a real turd.
It's...
You know what? I think you guys are just
Really?
straight tripping.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We're dissing this film, Jackie. It's getting dissed.
Straight tripping.
Straight tripping.
Coolio. Nope. No, that's not good.
No, it's not.
I was entertained. The outfits were fucking crazy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No.
I recognized a lot of those brands because I bought them as a kid. He had a... Who was the Naughty by Nature? Wasn't that like the bad music back then? Like,
yeah, they did Sex You Up, didn't they? Naughty
no,
by Nature?
that was...
Color Me Bad.
Color Me Bad.
Yeah.
Naughty by Nature's down with OPP.
Oh, dude, I'm down with OPP.
yeah. He
Wait,
had
no,
one
I'm not. I am not down with OPP.
No, you're not, but the song's all right.
Yeah, the song's all right. Jackie, do you know what OPP is?
other people's body parts.
Yes.
I thought it was property.
No, it's
PPs?
it's what the president likes to grab them by.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's naughty by nature.
It is naughty by nature if you're down with OPP. You just go running around grabbing them right in the pussy if you're famous. Because you can do that. Never forget, America, grab them by the pussy. Get that asshole out of here. Rob Van Winkle might as well be the president.
I don't think that would work out good.
I think it'd go about as good as it gets right now. I'm surprised he hasn't made a run. Like during that California election when like Gary Coleman was involved.
Sure.
And I think it was the Schwaz election.
Yeah, the recall election.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Rob Van Winkle didn't make a
get in
run.
there?
Yeah, why not, buddy?
He probably, like, in his first day, somebody was like, yo, Vanilla, and he would have got pissed and, like, smashed the flamingos on the lawn of the governor's mansion.
Yeah, now he's not happy about being Vanilla Ice.
I think he still releases the albums under Vanilla Ice. I think
Okay.
he was unhappy about what they turned his Vanilla Ice into.
Which was a clown boy.
Yes.
Okay.
He is a clown. An ass clown.
An ass clown. Yep.
Yes,
That's a good way of
he's
putting it.
right. The record company turned him into a major ass clown.
And he did punch some people. Like, he threw a couple tantrums about being Vanilla Ice, too, I thought.
It was on an MTV, like, Remember the Whatevers, and I think it was Janine Garofalo and Jon Stewart were hosting the program or something like that. I'm probably completely wrong about that part, but
good enough for me.
whoever is hosting this, and they're like, yeah, we should have Vanilla Ice on, and we'll see how he can make fun of himself, and he just loses his shit. He doesn't hit anybody, but he breaks all of the stuff in the set.
Nice.
And I think it was actually VH1 now that I
Okay.
screw that part
He was
up.
also in one of those reality shows, either on VH1 or
He had
MTV, where they had the house,
Mhm.
and then they had all the has-been celebrities that showed up, like Brigitte Nielsen, I think, was in that one,
Okay.
and
Donald Trump produced.
Flavor Flav.
Celebrity douchebags.
So, he had his own show on Home Garden Network for 6 seasons.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Chilling with Rob.
No, it was called like the Vanilla Ice Project, and he would just rebuild houses. He'd flip them.
Oh, Okay.
He'd been doing that the whole time, apparently.
Little Martha Stewart type stuff.
Only with vanilla ice.
Yeah, if you need to make a party platter, just fold up some napkins this way, and they'll be lovely.
If you need to rock a mic like a cantaloupe, you should cut the cantaloupe jaggedly for presentation, and then put some honeydew in there. It's crazy.
It's actually rock a mic like a vandal.
Oh.
Do something, and I'll blow out the candle.
I'm pretty sure he says cantaloupe.
No, he does not.
Cantaloupes are healthy, Justin.
That's why he has the gardening show.
Yeah.
He's just planting cantaloupes.
He's there for us and our well-being.
Should we get into this thing?
Oh, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It starts out with some rapping opening. Rob Van Winkle's up there bussing it.
Naomi Campbell, who Jackie and I aren't really quite sure if we remember who she is all the way.
Yeah, I don't. Her name is familiar, but I got no clue who
I
Naomi
swear to
Campbell
God,
is.
she's the one that beat up her assistant.
That's what she's famous for?
Well, she was a model, and then she had like personal assistants, and she would hit them and shit.
Okay.
She would assault her own personal assistants, and she got sued.
But she was a model. That's what the operator is, that she's famous for being a pretty lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought she was a singer.
No, I think she's just a pretty face.
Okay.
Huh.
He's also rapping into a light bulb. That's new.
You should do that. You should give it a shot.
Yeah.
Tell that light bulb what's up.
Yeah. You should go out to the garage, get out your
Shop light.
shop light. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And then, make sure you got a long cord on it, though, because you want to be able to do your moves and not get ganked.
Yeah. And then rap into it.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know what the hell you guys were talking about. So the only reason I'm really bringing it up, because it's not really that important, but if you may miss that he's rapping into a light bulb at some point, like it's a microphone.
Yes.
So make sure to watch out. That's a keep an eye out for.
Keep an eye out for
Rapping.
man yelling at light bulb.
He gets a phone number from some bimbo named Monique. I
Yeah.
don't think her name is Monique. I think it's Starla.
Debbie.
Yeah, she's a good Debbie.
Yeah.
She definitely has the bumps.
The bumps.
The herpes.
Oh.
I thought you were talking about lovely lady lumps.
Yeah.
No. She looks like a walking bag of STDs.
Yeah, she is a walking bag of STDs.
She's a candy bag.
Monique, if you're out there listening, I would get that checked out. Like, I would go straight to the hospital and just be like, look at all of this.
So many STDs, they're just fighting each other and keeping themselves at bay.
Doctor, we've discovered a new species of crabs on this woman. She's evolving STDs.
This is the Clash of the Titans video game in real life. Everybody's building an empire.
I have no idea.
Okay, that's a joke written by Jackie on the spot. If you want to use that, write us a check for $50, 80 professional comedians. I don't think we're going to see very much money.
What? The crabs have taken over labia number 1.
No.
And what's on labia number 2?
Slugs.
She's actually just got garden vermin in her pants.
Yeah, he should see if she's got cantaloupes down there.
Cantaloupes?
Yeah.
That's the cantaloupe he rocks. The downstairs type.
Okay, so it's time to ride. Get on their motorcycles. And motorcycles carry a major theme throughout this whole movie. They're
Yes, they
always
do.
biking. They're biker boys. And when I say boys, they got a Z on the end.
Absolutely. And there's a girl, too.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
They're riding the crotch rockets, which were really, really popular.
Were?
And still are. I think they're the most uncomfortable ride ever on a motorcycle.
Yeah, but
I don't think you're supposed to be comfortable when you're going a $190.
when you're cool as ice, that's not important, Jackie.
I wonder how much shit he got in his eyes and how many times he got hit in the face by fucking bugs.
Yeah, they're not riding safe. No helmets with these crew.
No helmets, not any gear.
They've got shorts on.
Yeah, you don't have to stop for lunch if you go without a helmet.
Yeah, I guess it's
Just eat as many June bugs as you can on the way to wherever you're going.
It's like, not even from a safety aspect. They are out in the middle of a fucking farming community
Yeah, they're just cruising around.
going like 90 miles an hour, and you know that their grasshopper is going to hit one of those fuckers right in the forehead.
They have no direction on where they're headed. They're just headed to America.
Yeah.
And
They're looking for their next gig, yo.
I guess you just go to farming
I
communities.
have a question for that later. I'm going to save that one.
All right, save it. He sees Kathy, played by nobody, not Jennifer Connelly, or not Phoebe Cates, or not any popular 80s young actress.
She is cast basically to look like Jennifer Connelly,
she's
who's
very
sort
much-
of big right at this time. Her name is Kristen Minter.
And by big you mean Busty.
Yes.
She's out on a horse, and she's just like, what's Topper Harley's girlfriend's name? Ramada. She's out Ramadaing, jogging around on this horse, and he also pulls a Topper Harley because he's like, sup, and then jumps his motorcycle into the pasture,
causing her to be killed.
She's dead now. That was a short movie. I hope his career goes well after he gets out of jail.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't rock cantaloupes in the can.
You get your cantaloupe rocked
Oh.
in the can.
They split your cantaloupe open like a fresh piece of fruit.
Do they do the melon baller thing? Because it's good for presentation.
Melon baller?
Yeah. When you're eating cantaloupes and honeydew and watermelon, you should use the melon baller because it's more fun for the kids.
I thought
Toothpicks.
I thought the melon baller was when you drop on your knee and then headbutt somebody in the bag.
That's the either the testicular or the ovarian delight.
Okay, all right.
Oh my God.
Depending on who you're doing it to.
Good thing we got that cleared up. I was confused.
It's actually not delightful at all.
Headbutt to the genitals.
Yes. Before we get past the lady, I got to mention that originally the movie cast Gwyneth Paltrow in this role, and her parents forbade her. She wanted to do it, and they're like, "You are not doing this."
Could you imagine? We would have never heard from her ever again. No. Which I'm not a big Gwyneth Paltrow fan, but her head would have never gotten put in a box. And that's the only movie I've ever liked that she's been in. So, good one.
Yeah, but at the time, Vanilla Ice was so cool.
He was cool as ice, Jackie. Literally the title. So she falls off her horse. She gets bucked off because the horse is fucking scared because there's a fucking douchebag jumping over it on a motorcycle. You are a jackass.
Yeah.
And at least the movie tells us he's a jackass kind of here because he's like, sup, lady? You okay? Yo. And she's like, oh, you're dreamy, but a total dick bag for almost killing me. What were you thinking? But...
Are you convinced by this point he's the biggest dickhead on the planet?
This is the fastest jumping on point to wow, the lead character is a total bag.
Yes.
Total fucking asshole immediately. There's been a rap scene, which I was like, it's early 90s. This shit sucks. He looks stupid, but it's the early 90s, whatever. We didn't know what the hell we were doing. And then he jumps a motorcycle and kills a lady. This is 3 minutes into this fucking movie, and the main character needs to be put away in jail. Or like in a North Korean prison.
A gulag.
Yeah, a gulag on top of a mountain where there's no jail bars. The only place to escape to is off of a cliff face. Like where they put the imp in prison in Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Yeah. Can't get out of here, can you?
I thought you were going to talk about Noriega. God rest his soul. He just died. Pineapple Face.
Yeah, Pineapple Face is gone.
He didn't get a really rough prison. They gave him pretty much like a mansion to hang out in.
Yeah. Well, you know how you bust out of those.
You don't. You just fucking hang out. It's a fucking mansion. He probably.
Oh, you have to bust him
in.
Yeah. You call Duncan Jacks.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Not a monkey. But so already this movie is telling us that women are stupid. That's what womanhood is. You cause them to almost die, tell them that they're dumb and they like it.
Yes.
Fuck off. Jackie, did this piss you off?
No.
Okay, maybe this movie is correct. I guess that's how it is. Did you think he was hot?
No.
Get a little turned on?
No.
By him being a misogynist?
Honestly, I wasn't mad because I was just sitting there going, who the fuck does that? And she was just like, well, and then gets back on her horse and fucks off. And it's like, okay. And I think what bothered me more than that, actually, was he's on a crotch rocket and he's in loose gravel.
Yeah.
Do you know what happens when you ride a motorcycle in loose gravel?
I could think of, I could make a guess.
Yeah.
Bad things.
Bad things. So when he lands over that fence, he is also fucking dead.
Yeah, he might be dead. He might be dead.
I think that in real life, this would have gone him. One, you can't just jump a motorcycle without a jump.
Mm-hmm.
So what would have happened is he would have just rode through the fence at about 60, hit the horse, and they both died.
Or he jumps the fence, or jumps through the fence. Not even jumps, because he just goes straight through it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Gets a piece of fence right through his eyeball and shoots out the back of his skull, and then the bike crashes in the middle of the thing, and she's just like, that was dumb. And then she jumps the horse over his corpse.
Yeah.
That would have been sweet.
And it's like he's stuck about 4 feet off the ground on a pike, and she's like, stick around.
And then she does a heel clicker on the horse. That would have been
The horse does a heel clicker, too. They're both fucking extreme.
That would have been something. So he fucks off. She fucks off. They go down into the middle of this town, the America town, which is kind of a cool town because they got these tree shrub things that are all sculpted.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to remember, though,
What?
that she's supposed to be a teenager.
Oh, yeah. She's 17 years old.
Yeah, 17, 18.
Yeah.
She's
it says 17 years old.
Well, she's graduated from high school.
Uh-huh.
So she's got to be like 18.
No, the movie says she is a 17-year-old, and we'll get to that. She is 17. 100% guarantee it. So they're cruising down the middle of the street, and one of the posses, bike breaks. Like it's just
tripping.
Yeah, it's just straight up illin'. So they got to get it fixed now, and they tow his bike to this crazy whack house, and it's like it's almost like something out of Pee-wee's.
Well, how could you leave out the part that they just stop their motorcycles, park them in the middle of the fucking street, and they got a line of cars behind them that are just honking and waiting to get by? Like
pissed. People are fucking pissed.
It's just reinforcing the fact that he is the biggest dickhead on the planet.
They're all dickheads. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about anything or anybody. Ugh. So they pull up to this crazy whack house, and it's got like globes and maps everywhere. Like
this is an awesome fucking house.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love it.
It's pretty crazy whack.
I'd live there.
It is crazy whack. I guess these people are motorcycle mechanics too.
I guess, or let's get to this now. Are they strangers, or is Rob Van Winkle literally their grandson?
Unclear.
That goes to Harvard.
I could say yes or no. His character could be a Harvard student with crazy grandparents.
It's never verified, but at some point in the film, these two old crazy whack people say that our grandson, who goes to Harvard, was just here. You just missed him.
Yes. And I don't know if that happens, because I didn't say that this is a remake of The Wild One with Marlon Brando. And it's the shittiest remake because it pulls elements from the movie without pulling the whole storyline. Mm-hmm. So it's like, stop trying to remake this movie because you're just not making anything now. And so that was one of those, it's like, are they pretending or are they? I don't know what's going on here.
I thought they were making up a story for the cops.
It's unverified. Why would they do that? What would be their motivation to say that he's their grandson and goes to Harvard?
Because they know that he's really only sort of a douchebag.
Yeah, because they're teaching him how to dance.
Okay, so anyways, I don't think so, dude. I think he's their grandson.
He might actually be
just
related.
doesn't line up. Because they're there, and they, on the spot, declare that they're bike mechanics. Like, hey, this bike is broken. Oh, we can fix that, but they don't have any fucking idea how to fix it. They look into a repair manual. That's step one. Buy a repair manual.
Plus, the first thing he says is, you're late.
Yes. And it's almost like he's crazy when he comes out, like mistaken identity. Like, hey, I was expecting the UPS man. You must be the UPS man. You're late. That's their grandson.
Yeah, I guess.
Who goes to Harvard.
Only because they did such a crappy job not making it that way, I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, when we were watching it, I thought that they were all just crazy whack. but I don't think they're crazy whack. I think they're just fucking nutty and related.
Yeah.
Okay, so they start working on the motorcycle. The crew is just gonna straight up chill. One guy makes a peanut butter pickle sardine pineapple sandwich
With mustard.
So
much of this whole scenario with these two old folks is just like zany. Yeah.
Before we move on from the PB, PSP, and M sandwich,
You should make that a word.
sandwich. I want a dollar figure. Sam, what's it going to take you to eat the sandwich?
$13.
13?
No, that's for one bite. Do I have to eat the whole thing?
You have to eat the whole sandwich.
Shit, that's like a $300 sandwich.
300?
You're gonna barf.
That's your price tag. Jackie, how much is it going to take to eat? Same question.
I'm not eating that sandwich.
There is a dollar figure, and the dollar figure is unlimited. What is the bare minimum that you need to be paid to eat the sandwich?
I need $500,000.
$500,000
Wow.
to eat. Here's $50,000. Would you eat that sandwich? You're going to look me in the eye and say you wouldn't eat that sandwich for $50,000.
If there was 12 crisp $100 bills right next to the sandwich that could be yours.
That's enough to buy you a brand new scooter. Would you eat that sandwich? And you can throw it up afterwards.
You're gonna throw it up.
You're going to throw it up.
Make it 10.
$10.
$10,000.
$10,000?
$10,000.
Huh.
I think that's much more realistic. I would do it for $1,000. I'd eat that sandwich for $1,000. I might eat that sandwich. I'd try it.
I mean, I'm saying $300.
I like sardines. I like pineapples. I like mustard. I don't like pickles, but so that's the grody part. All of it together, it's just gonna, it'll make a turd. It will make a turd.
If it doesn't, just make it right back up.
I'd try it.
It's gross.
$1,000. Okay. Any listeners want to go ahead and make that sandwich and taste it on their own? Let us know. Let us know how the science goes for you. If you chuck it or if you like it. If you do it again for free. So they're just out bussing it, He's doing some dance moves out in the front yard. The lady's playing with a squirt gun or some shit. And the other guy's like flicking boogers at the wall. I don't know what these people are doing.
He's dancing with no shirt on and a heavy jacket.
Yeah.
Is it hot? Is it cold? Who cares?
Which is it, buddy? And Kathy drives up with her boyfriend in his C4 Corvette. Nice. Almost bought that car. That was exactly like Johnny Carson's.
Johnny Carson's had the deluxe with the gold trim.
Oh, that's true. It was gold.
Yeah.
Badge, but
and it had the gold wheels too.
I'll never get over myself for not buying that.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, babe. And he's a total dickbag too. His name is Nick the Dick.
Yes, it is.
Or Nick, who is a dick. Everybody calls him a dick in this movie, which is, I did appreciate that. And he's also a misogynist. And Ice is like, what's up? And he's like, fuck off. And he's like, I don't think so.
Oh, yeah?
Why is that so funny?
It's just a terrible regurgitation of what happened.
I don't think so.
Fuck off. Probably not, mister.
So I'm going to go ahead and put that down as the dumbest thing I've ever said on this podcast. Fuck off. I don't think so.
Fuck off. I don't think so. Eat shit, buddy. You have no proof.
Oh my god!
You want the weird Stinker Madness connection on this guy?
Uh-huh.
So in Teen Witch, the dude from Teen Witch is season 1 Superboy. This guy's season 2 Superboy.
Oh no!
Yeah, so we've had both Superboys from the Superboy show on this show now.
Who both play
Dicks.
adult men sleeping with teenage girls. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. That's what Corvettes are for.
I'm leaving. Yeah. Oh boy. And she's eating this up this misogyny again. This fucking dick off in front of her. She's like, oh my god, my nipples are so hard right now. Like, fuck you, film.
And they did actually make her have her high beams on for the first half of the movie.
Yeah. Ugh, grody. He steals her black book, her personal organizer, which we had at one point in time, history. Like,
yeah, this was before cell phones.
Yeah.
Like, it only has writing in it from the first day that you got it.
Right. One of
It's
those.
got like, today, day 1, get organized, and then there's no other writing in it.
Yeah, exactly.
You find it covered in dust, and you're like, I could use this again. Then you open it up, and like, I will never use this. I tried this twice, and it didn't work.
So he's got like her. What does he have on her in this black book? Lists of phone numbers of her friends?
I guess. Because it's not like you put your own information in there.
No.
Unless, I guess.
Or like secrets to her vagina. There's no.
It's not a diary, dude.
There's nothing in there he can use to get in her pants.
And besides,
unless blackmail. Unless he uses it for blackmail. That's the only way.
Yeah, and honestly, he's not going to put his information in there. He's a goddamn drifter.
Yeah, he is a homeless man.
Unclear.
Harvard.
Who goes to Harvard.
Who goes to Harvard? Unclear.
And raps.
And raps. Maybe.
In America Town. And then she's on the fucking news. She is top news. Breaking
news. Teenager not stupid.
Teenager not stupid. She's got a 4.0 and an 800 on her SATs. Let's make her the top headline.
Isn't like 1600 the top SAT score?
Oh no,
800 is like filling
8.
out your name right.
Yeah. This just in. And her dad comes on and she's like, I just think it's important to really have a good relationship with your parents.
Well, and what's he doing throughout the whole interview? He's like holding 2 fingers on his face.
He's doing a mind meld. He's mind melding the television channel news producer to put this shit on air because there's a fucking war going on currently in Kuwait. And what's important is this teenage girl's grades. Fuck off.
Human interest stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even think the human interest would get this fucking bad. Like, that's seriously like, this cat's name's Squiggles. Does it do anything special? Nope.
Its name is Squiggles.
Yeah.
And now here's some pictures of some animals.
Yeah.
And a banana. So some mob guys also see this.
Yeah.
This news report. And
They're not
like,
mob guys.
Wait, who fucking cares who they are?
They're bad guys.
Yeah, they're bad
They're
guys.
ex-cops.
Whatever. I really don't give a shit about the backstory of these guys and the whole villainy. They're just some dudes. And they might as well be mob guys because they're like, hey,
Yeah.
yo, let's whack him. Whoa.
That's just another essential failing of the movie is that it presents them as mob guys, so you can't think they're not mob guys, even though it says we're actually ex-cops. Well, maybe you shouldn't dress like fucking mob guys. And
Yeah.
drive a mob guy car.
Yeah, mob guy
and
car.
use mob guy lingo.
Yep. Mob guy
Maybe you
lingo.
should stop being mob guys if you're not mob guys.
And get out of that Italian restaurant. Quit eating
Sure.
that plate of spaghetti.
You're just walking around everywhere with a bib that has marinara on it.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny, sing us some Dean Martin.
Yeah, say hi to your mother.
Yeah. So they're like, hey, we found him. Oh, we'll get back to that later. Kathy finally notices that her black book is gone, and she's like, I know who has it. And I don't even know how he lifted this thing off of her. He never gets anywhere near her. But.
Nor does she have anything that it would be in.
Right.
She had a bag with her
Oh, did she?
that she clung to her chest the entire scene.
Like a grocery bag?
No, like a knapsack type thing.
And she keeps her black book in a knapsack, in a doggy bag.
No, Justin, that's not what a knapsack is.
Do you take naps on it?
No.
Isn't a knapsack what you do when you're a hobo? You get the stick and then you make a knapsack with all your stuff in it, and then you just get on the train and...
Yeah, I don't know, man.
What is a knapsack, Jackie?
It's a tubular bag that's got an opening at the top that's with a drawstring. That's a knapsack.
Tubular.
Totally.
Shut up.
Are they also gnarly?
No, those are gnarl sacks.
Gnarl.
That's what happens when you get the testicular delight. You get a gnarl sack.
Gnarl sack. That guy just shredded the gnar on my balls.
Okay, so the mechanic, meanwhile, has not done a good job. Grandpa mechanic, ? Has disassembled the entire motorcycle.
I would say that he's done a fabulous job because he
that.
has disassembled the motorcycle entirely and lined the parts up in order in about an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's not bad work.
So he's pretty good at it.
Not what he was asked to do,
No.
but something he just volunteered.
Sure.
And
And he's cleaned it all.
Yeah.
looking
This thing is
good.
going to be better than it was.
True.
For sure.
And he's going to put it together. He's going to rebuild the entire motorcycle in 24 hours. It's going to take a day.
Sure.
That's what he says. It does not take a day.
No, it takes longer than
It
that.
takes about a week and a half. So they got to stick around. They're locked into this town. They're just going to stay at Grandpa Mechanics, I guess. And Ice is like, all right, cool. I'll go see Kathy. So he goes to Kathy's house, and she's not home. And he finds out that she's at the Sugar Shack.
The
From
sugar-
Little Brother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Timmy, the little brother, who is every 90s movie's little brother.
I would say, of all of the little bubbies that we've had on the program, he actually sucks the least.
Are we counting Troll 2 Kid?
He's not really. He's the main character. He's
Yeah,
not
he
little.
doesn't
He's
count.
not little brother.
Yeah, he's not little brother.
The guy from Teen Witch is the worst.
He's the worst.
I think this guy's really less annoying than all of the little brother characters that we've seen.
Yeah.
He's a likable little brother.
Yeah, I kind of like this kid.
Yeah,
Like
he's
you
all right.
care when he gets the kidnappings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go that far. So the Sugar Shack is like this.
It's a sugar shithole.
It's a sugar shithole. Sugar Shack sucks.
With a pedophile singing songs
Sort of.
and flopping his wiener towards the ladies.
I liked this music better than the other music.
I did as well. Yeah.
It was sort of like a Talking Heads meets the Jello Biafra or something like that.
With the little white stripes tossed in.
Yeah, it was very. It would be like rock nouveau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do this.
We could do that song.
We could do that song. Yeah. Everything else really fucking sucks. This place is a dump. It is a fucking dump. Like, I don't think teenagers are allowed to go here because it's across the tracks. It's
Yeah.
rougher than Roadhouse.
It looks from the outside. If it had a dock, it would be Porky's.
It's rougher than Porky's. It's clearly rougher than the Gasworks, even though there's kung fu fighting.
Yeah, you know when we did Encino Man, the hockey rink.
It's rougher than the hockey rink.
That was kind of a shabby place.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah,
I'd
it's-
still say the Sugar Shack
Oh
is
yeah,
rougher.
way rougher.
Yeah, these teenagers don't belong here.
No,
Come get your kids, man. They're gonna get knifed.
or just like a staph infection.
Or like Russian mobsters kidnap them and then human trafficking. It's that bad. Don't go here. But they're like, oh, this place is so cool. And they love the band. Like, are you having fun? Oh, yeah, totally. This place is cool. No. Ugh. So he comes in and Kathy's there with Nick the Dick.
And Nick's, knocking back a little liqueur.
Yeah.
He's, yeah, he's like, oh, you don't drink the tough stuff, huh? Like, oh, what, Southern Comfort? It was like honey liqueur.
It was like a bottle of pucker.
Yeah,
Like tough guy stuff.
yeah, like, oh, hey, you guys, you sissies, give me some Fireball.
Get out of my way. I got some 99 bananas to get to.
Exactly. Fuck the Bartles and James. I'm going straight to the Goldschlager.
There's gold in Goldschlager.
There is. Comes out in your poop.
It comes at you, poop out gold. If you drink Goldschlager, I kid you not, you shit gold.
No, don't ever go to like Goldschlager in like one of those bum towns. Just be following you around all the next day. I guess.
Meanwhile, back at Kathy's house, the mob, the former cops, whatever, who cares? The bad guys show up and they want $500,000, the price of a sandwich,
Sure.
in 24 hours of protect. I don't even know what they fucking want this for.
So this is we're gonna stop here for
Okay.
a minute and really evaluate this situation here.
Uh-huh.
It's a 3-bedroom job somewhere in between Santa Barbara and San Jose in a weird small town.
Sure.
And it's off the coastline.
Uh-huh.
So they're like, we need $500,000, and he should be immediately like, "What do you think I can get $500,000 in 24 hours?
Just
What are you?
shoot me now.
Are you crazy?
You
Look
might
at
as just shoot me now.
I drive a Lumina.
Yep. I've got a bank account with $600 in savings right now that is my entire retirement.
Sure.
You're not getting that.
They should see where, like, we need 500,000 in mid-sentence. Go, you don't have any fucking money, do you? Not really. Oh, shit.
What can you do? What can you do here?
Why are we here?
Can you pay for our gas that we drove all the way from New York to get here for? At least that.
I guess
Yeah,
they
but
could go
later he says that he's hidden the money from them all these years. He has the $500,000 somewhere.
Money?
Oh.
What money?
So here was a question that I have to burn now because she just answered it. Do you remember anything Michael Gross says during his reveal speech that he said so slowly that I almost fell asleep? And the answer is yes.
I completely checked out of it.
I checked out too. So, Jackie, tell us what happened.
He was a cop, and they were all on the take. And then Internal Affairs got involved, and he decided that he would do the right thing.
Okay.
He stole their money from the take.
That's not the right thing.
He hid $500,000.
Also not the right thing.
Or probably more. I don't know. He didn't really disclose. He said, I have the $500,000 that they're asking me for. I've been hiding it this whole time.
So not the right thing. At any point did he make the good moves?
And then he said that because he did the right thing and came forward, that they offered him witness protection, and he took it. And then the next day they became the Wilsons, and he had a new degree, and they gave him a passport, birth certificates, a degree, and something else.
And
a
Illumina.
degree and Illumina.
Yeah.
And a 3-bedroom job in some town.
And never asked, hey, about that bribe money? Seen it?
No.
Hidden from his family. Just sitting in a mattress someplace. This guy needs to go to jail.
I didn't pay attention to any of that. This guy's the biggest dickbag in the movie, and that's hard to do.
He's a criminal mastermind of dumbness. Okay, so anyways, they give him 24 hours. They give him much more than 24 hours in this film because this film is obsessed with everything that's going to happen tomorrow, and nothing ever does.
Yeah, tomorrow never comes in the land of Vanilla Ice.
Is that a Credence shout-out? A little Fogarty there, Sam? Nice. Oh, no, that's Someday Never Comes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I thought it was Someday Only the Old Die Young.
Oh.
That doesn't make any
All
sense.
Dogs Go to Heaven?
2.
2.
Yeah, that's a good
Sparky's Revenge.
All Dogs Go to Heaven 2, except
His
for this
name is
one.
Charlie.
Charlie? Wait, isn't that Lady and the Tramp?
No.
His name's the Tramp, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not a very good name.
His name is Tramp.
Huh.
But in All Dogs Go to Heaven, his name is Charlie.
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 Anybody seen Charlie lately? So Ice and his crew are just bussing it at the Sugar Shack. They're like, this place blows. Give me the mic so I can rock it like a cantaloupe.
He does.
Or a light bulb or a Vandal.
Yeah.
It's Vandal.
I'm pretty sure it's cantaloupe. I mean,
Cantaloupe does not rhyme with candle.
it rhymes with antelope.
He doesn't say antelope.
He
either.
says, I wrote it down.
Give me the mic so I can rock it like a Vandal.
No, he says,
Blow out the flame on a candle.
That
I
song
rock-
wasn't in this movie, Justin.
Yeah, but
the mic like a cantaloupe. I'm not an antelope. I'm a can of rope. That's what he says.
nope.
I'm pretty sure.
He dry humps Kathy on the dance floor. Like
Sexual assault is what I wrote down.
She does not offer up her body to be humped. He pushes her to the ground and dry humps her.
He does dry hump another man on the dance floor by the end of this.
That's true.
So
That's true.
it's equal opportunity sexual assault with the vanilla.
Now, Jackie, ignore everything else that's happened in this movie. If a famous rapper, we're talking your single days, not now. If a famous rapper pushes you to the ground and dry humps you, are you going to press charges?
Do you like the rapper?
Doesn't matter.
It's Coolio.
Yeah, it's Coolio.
Fucking pressing charges.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, good call. It's
LL Cool J?
Pressing charges.
Okay.
Drake.
Not pressing charges.
Really?
All right, Drake, your Canadian ass is okay with Jackie.
But
It's
then
because he's polite.
Yeah, he is
Yeah,
polite.
From Canada. It's polite sexual assault.
What's this rap boot?
Yeah.
I will say, though, that no lady likes to be pushed down onto a dirty fucking dance floor,
the
especially
Sugar
when
Shack.
they're wearing white.
Yeah.
Because you know what that means? You've just laid in somebody else's piss and spit.
She likes it.
Mm-hmm.
She's all about this.
She's having a fucking fantastic time.
Yeah.
And Nick the Dick is just staring at her.
If I'm Nick the Dick and I've got a bitchin' vet, I'll just stop there. That's it. Why am I doing anything else but cruising around on my bitchin' vet?
Drinking liqueur.
Drinking liqueur. I would dump her. I would be like, well, I guess I don't have a girlfriend anymore.
I think that the movie actually does answer this question because you see all of her friends. She is definitely the pick of the litter.
That's true.
So if he's living in this town, he's seeing the alternative that drives around in the LeBaron and go.
Yeah. He pulls her outside, though. He is pissed. I would also kick Vanilla Ice's ass. Like, you and I are done. You and I are just getting started, Buster.
Yeah.
But he pulls her outside and throws a hissy fit, and she dumps him right there on the spot, which, like, you're just kind of a dick, Nick.
Yep. So do you think that he has the jacket on in every scene just because he has the physique of someone who was able to play Superboy?
Yeah.
And they definitely can't show one of his arms next to Vanilla Ice's arms?
Right. Let's address the Vanilla Ice arms. The beef of Rob Van Winkle.
Gun show.
He is this. No. At no point do you look at this man and think, yeah.
When I graduated high school, I was 6 foot tall and weighed 135 pounds. And I believe I was in better shape than him.
He does not have a lot of meat on him.
There's nothing wrong with
He's
that,
a skinny
Rob.
dude.
That's fine.
You can't do anything about it.
It's
but
whoever decided that he was a tough guy.
for the movie
A
was
man in a tie said, yep,
take your shirt off.
take your shirt off.
And then didn't go, all right, put it back on.
Oh, my God.
But have you seen him now? He's super buff now.
Yeah, he's super buff now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, he's got a body like a vandal. He's going to blow out some candles.
Doesn't have a body like a cantaloupe.
Nope,
I've got a body like a cantaloupe.
Yeah, you do.
I've got a body like a squishy tomato.
I have a body like one of those bruised bananas that's been in the fridge for like 2 weeks.
Looks like he's ready to be bred.
So she gets a ride from Vanilla Ice, and but because she doesn't bang him, she disses him.
I guess.
He's like, man, dissed.
Well, he's like putting on the moves, and she's like, tomorrow, my planner, asshole.
Mhm.
She's playing it cool.
Okay, all right.
You know, she still needs her planner. Her checks in there from her work. All of her scholarship shit is in there. The one day that she wrote down on, day one.
Yeah.
That zipper bag that you keep coins in.
You should have pencils in there, but you don't.
Like, you got 32 cents in there.
You're like, oh, I'll just get in here and get one of my pencils. Why do I never put pencils in
There's
here?
a pencil sharpener, but no pencils.
He returned the planner, but what she failed to notice was that he took all of her pencils.
And chewed on them. And then put them back.
Grabs them and starts chewing like, what? Excuse me? Those are my pencils.
I have those flown in from Italy.
Well, she kifed his, what?
Italian. The finest Italian pencils.
That's right. Number 2 lead. Italian style.
Made from rich mahogany.
Yeah. Oh.
With erasers that make it go faster than a Ferrari. When you have to erase fast, you need an Italian pencil.
Well, that's the end of the show. I quit. I retire.
Have
from
you heard
podcasting.
about those new Pirelli erasers? No punchline available.
She stole his ID. She kifes his ID, and so I guess it's like, give me back my planner, and I'll give you back your ID. But he doesn't seem to notice. And she's like, ooh, he's handsome in this picture.
And she's like also stole his Monique phone number.
Yeah. Well,
So that like paid. So weird things pay themselves off in this movie.
Yeah.
Like they remember to do some stuff. They just forgot to make a movie that doesn't suck.
right.
The horse pays itself off, too, because, like, the horse comes back during one of the montages, and you're like, I was going to accuse this movie of making her an equestrian and then forgetting about it, but nope, the fucking horse is back.
Yeah.
Well, and the horse was in the TV broadcast.
And she's got horse trophies in her bedroom
Yeah.
for horsing.
Horsing?
For horsing around. What'd you get that one for?
Horsing.
Yeah, horsing.
I'm a premium horser. Real horse hound.
Ice cruises around, I guess, to town and finds Nick, who is taking a baseball bat to his buddy's motorcycle.
No, he goes back to the sugar shack to get his friends.
Oh, okay. And Nick's out there batting a bike.
Yeah.
Him and like 4 of his friends.
And Vanilla Ice kicks the shit out of Nick. And his friends.
Ice-Qwon-Do. He has
Ice-Qwon-Do.
He has his own unique fighting style that's slow motion moves from karate movies.
Yeah.
They're not real.
Yeah. Lots of spinning.
I thought it looked okay. Until he did he tried to do the high kick thing, and it was like, oh no, you're a goofy white dude. Don't do that.
The tragedy of Vanilla Ice's Ice-Qwon-Do is that it sadly falls in second place to Ice-T's Ice-Qwon-Do, which is slap fighting and dance hopping. But it seems more effective.
Yeah.
But then the Ice-Qwon-Do exhibited by Ice Cube in XXX3 is far worse than this.
Which, if there's only 2 lines of martial arts that have been invented by man, and you had to make a choice, like you must become a martial artist, Sam.
Sure.
This is your destiny. You're going to have to save the princess from Cuban rebels at some point. What are you going to choose, Ice-Qwon-Do or Gymkata?
Ultimately, Gymkata would be more effective.
You think?
Yeah.
You need a pommel horse to do it, though.
No, you do the other thing where you kick that nun in the face.
You can kick nuns in the face. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
You just do a lot
I'm
of...
going with Jim Cotta, man.
Yeah.
All right.
You get to flip around and people just fall over.
Yeah, that's true. Gymkata is pretty effective.
It's more effective than all 3 of the Ice-Qwon-Do practitioners that I've seen.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's too bad, Ice-Qwon-Do. You lose. In the morning, he's broken into Kathy's bedroom, and she wakes up and he's fucking in her bed.
He is dripping ice from his hand. Who knows where that hand has been?
Yeah.
Dirty fucking ice
How long is
in
it?
his hand, and then he drops it into her mouth. Like, don't choke.
Is it gas station ice, you think?
It kind of looks like it.
So that should be like, this was one of those I was begging for it to be like real. What would really happen is she'd choke, spit, and then there would have been like a knife or something and stabbed him in the leg with a pen, maybe. I don't know. Just whatever available weapon.
This is creepy as shit right here.
Oh, absolutely.
This is straight out of a fucking horror movie, this scene.
It is.
Like, I am scared for this woman. I think she needs to call the cops immediately because bad things are about to happen. But this movie's like, hey, he's cool.
Breaking
it
and
doesn't
entering.
matter.
Breaking and entering is cool as
When
ice.
you are cool, you can be fucking as evil as the guy from When a Stranger Calls.
Why not?
Yeah. Ugh. She likes it, though. She's all in, and he gives her a motorcycle ride around town, montage. The horse gets involved.
They're sharing each other's lives.
Yeah, right.
That's what this is?
I think that's a good interpretation of that.
Yeah, she's teaching him about being a horse person. Horsing around. He's teaching her how to be a badass biking chick.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we didn't see is the gift that he gave her. You know, she gives him the ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
The
And he
ring to
gave
roll-
her a pearl necklace.
Oh!
Oh! Diced.
You stole my fucking joke.
Oh, that was your
That's
joke?
where you're
you
going?
fucking asshole.
Oh.
God damn it.
Hey, ooh! I'm slinging them. Inkery dickery dock.
Now I'm going to have to be like, oh, what I was going to say was a switchblade, but no. I'm just dumb.
A switchblade
Fuckhead.
comb.
Yeah, it's just a comb.
So they find a new construction site, and have romance there.
Oh, did you notice that these shots of there's like the wheat field hand thing is in here? Like these shots make it into some movies later. Like there's some influential shooting things happening here with her dancing around in between the framing of the building, and it's just sort of like this kind of free spirit shooting.
Uh-huh.
But where I'm like seeing how that evolved in Kaminsky's work later. But the problem is in this one, in between those things, you have Vanilla Ice with no shirt on, just like jumping over stuff, and it looks terrible.
Oh, it looks so bad. This montage stinks. And the montage takes the entire day. When they're done with this, it seems to be about midnight when they pull back up at the house, and the family has not been murdered by the bad guys, nor have they paid the $500,000. What happened to all that business?
No, they're lazy.
So when the 24 hours from right now, what happens? Are they just at their hotel room, like watching TV, eating some donuts or something?
They forgot that there was a new showing of Golden Girls on that night.
Oh.
And they were like, you know what? We're at this hotel. If we don't watch it now, we're not going to get to see it.
It's 1991. We don't have DVR.
Yeah.
They probably ran into those 3 girls in the LeBaron and had a party.
Ooh,
Yeah.
creepy.
Because that one in the back seat later with the frizzy hair.
She was definitely 30.
Yeah.
Everybody's 30 in this movie, Sam. So his dad comes out, or her dad comes outside, and he's like, "Hey, fuck off." He's like, "I don't think so." That's pretty much how it goes. They're still not dead, yeah.
Hey, fuck you. Think again. I don't know if I can.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, are we talking to each other right now?
Do you have an earpiece in? Are you on the phone?
Let me tell you. The end. All right. Dad thinks that Vanilla Ice is with the mob cops. Like,
Yeah, he's a real fucking good cop is what he is.
The only basis for this connection that he can draw is one time he saw Vanilla Ice ask these guys for directions to the Sugar Shack.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, the only reason it's happening in the movie is they're like, oh yeah, we're remaking the Wild One. I forgot.
Oh yeah, whoops.
Whoops. We forgot all the other shit that would make this make sense. But we have to keep doing this for whatever reason.
So he's like, you got to quit seeing that boy. He's no good. He's bad with the mob. And I guess he tells her the whole thing, and I tuned out, and Jackie paid attention.
And he's a bad guy.
Yeah, and he's a bad guy.
America's favorite dad and graboid killer, Michael Gross. Bad guy.
From Family Ties, Michael Gross.
And Tremors, that Jackie won't watch.
Tremors.
Because I haven't seen Tremors 5 yet, because you guys won't watch the first 4, so I can watch that
I've
one.
seen the first Tremors with Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, but we gotta
now
do
you
it
need to
again.
watch 2, 3, and 4, so I can watch 5.
She will have blue eyes, blonde hair, and an enormous rack.
That's good, Kevin Bacon.
All Kevin Bacon is good Kevin Bacon.
Because it's Canadian.
I'll put some Kevin Bacon on my hamburger and call it a bacon burger.
Day old Canadian Kevin Bacon.
Ooh.
Kevin Bacon's not Canadian.
Haha, gotcha.
He's from that small,
Fucking follower.
he's from that small town
He
where you have
looks-
to teach people how to dance.
A lot like Bryan Adams, who is Canadian.
Yes, he does look like Brian Adams. We need to move on. He offers her a ride the next day, and she's like, no, you're a bad guy. And he's like, you don't know me.
That's what she does. She says, no, I already have a ride, and she doesn't.
She does
She
not.
just starts to walk. I already have a ride.
She's like, fuck off. He's like, I don't think so.
Well, she's like, how do I know that I'm not another Monica, that you don't make everybody feel special?
Who's Monica?
Monique.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Debbie.
Yeah. I don't want your STDs. So then we have a bummed out montage. It's just shots of them being like, damn. Remember the good times?
Yesterday.
And they drag out a couch for him to sit on so that he can watch her house from the front yard.
He's so bummed out. And she's bummed out. Everybody's bummed. Oh, the horse is bummed out. Dad's a little bummed out.
So does his grandparents live across the street?
They live like across the street and
That
up,
seems
Oh
like
my
it's across the
God,
street.
that's terrible.
Yeah.
up like 3 houses.
Mhm.
So he just is sitting out there on the couch waiting for her to come home, essentially.
Looking into her bedroom window and jerking it a little. No, I see you jerking it.
Yeah.
Well, stop it. I can't.
Just trying to have a little purple rain down her window.
Oh. The bike is starting to get fixed, so that's good. It's only been a week. Vanilla Ice gives the little bro motorcycle ride. They're starting to bond, because the little bro
Sure.
likes Vanilla Ice quite a bit. And flips off. They see Nick the Dick, and the kid's like, "Fuck you, Nick the Dick."
Nick,
That was so funny, though. When the little kid is like, flips him off as they drive by.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, who had to spend the night in the hospital for a broken nose.
Yeah, Nick
Yeah.
went to the hospital for his nose. Good job, Nick. You are such a tool.
And the kid has cut his hair to try to look like Vanilla Ice.
I think he just put some hairspray in it, but whatever. Yeah, he's trying to be Vanilla Ice.
Like on the back of the Moose can, it says an egg-sized ball, and so you make a cantaloupe-sized ball,
Cantaloupe.
and
then you rock it.
then just shoot air at your head until it looks like until you look like Al Pacino.
Yeah, pretty much. The mob nabs the kid. They come into the house and they're like, "Give me your body, little boy, but not in a creepy way. We're just gonna nap you." Okay.
The guy,
I'm gonna walk that one back.
bad guy number 2, really sucks.
Really fucking sucks. He's
He is
awful.
freewheeling all over this joint,
And he
it's,
needs to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's bad.
But he really likes to play with his flashlight.
Yeah. And the other guy's like, "Dude, shut the fuck up." And he's like, "I don't think so."
I'm going to shine this flashlight right in your fucking eye.
Then we have another bummed out montage before anybody even discovers that there's a kidnapping and that the entire family's dead for not paying up $500,000. What? $500,000? What the shit? Where did we have that? It was under a mattress this whole time. You are a terrible father
And a snitch.
and a snitch. Nobody likes you, but let's have a bummed out montage again. We need another one of those.
Bummer.
Well, and in the meantime, Vanilla Ice has snuck back into her room and dropped his one ring to rule them all
Yeah.
into the fishbowl.
The Ring of Power. They just spot on the Ring of Power. It looks exactly like the Ring of Power.
It's a nice ring.
Yeah.
It's a man's
It better
wedding
be.
ring. I mean,
It's got the power of Sauron in it.
that's true.
Whew. The family comes home. They finally come home and notice, hey, there's no kid here. And Dad's playing it awfully cool. Like, okay. And Vanilla Ice comes by and he finds a tape on the front porch. And he's like, hey, here's this. And Dad's like, oh, okay, I'll go listen to it. And Vanilla Ice is like, peace, I'm out of here. And Dad's like, hey, did you do this? And he's like, nope. And all right, bye. And listens to the tape. The kid's like, hey, just want to let you guys know if you're not too busy right now, but I've been kidnapped. And if you could come get me, that'd be great. Yeah. Dad's like, I don't know anything about this because I didn't steal $500,000. And Mom's like, I'm dumb. I don't even have any lines in this movie. And the daughter's like, fuck off. And Vanilla Ice is like, think again. I'm going to totally bang you. And scene.
So, because they're copying the Wild One, they have to go back to that plot line and go after Vanilla Ice rather than the two people he absolutely knows who have kidnapped his son.
Correct. He's like, I'm calling the cops.
On the not sure if it's the culprit.
On our neighbor's grandson.
Possible accomplice.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly who's done this.
Yep.
Let's see if the police can find somebody who might be involved.
Let's just try it. Let's give it a shot. We got
Throw some spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks.
The only clue we have is a tape that he handed me.
Yeah.
And
just gonna get
dubiously.
the cops in there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe throw some ideas around Jam Pad.
Yeah, Jam Pad.
Jam Pad.
Jam Pad.
God damn it. I never want to hear that again.
Jam Pad. Look it up. Listen to the dollop. Oh, fuck those guys. Not the dollop. Don't fuck
The dollop is awesome.
The dollop is awesome.
The Jam Pad guys. You
Fuck
should
the Jam Pad
fuck those guys.
They can get a what was it called again? A dick delight?
A testicular delight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dick delight, sorry.
Hashtag delete Uber. Nick the Dick comes by and he's like, hey, I saw Vanilla Ice take Tommy on his motorcycle earlier.
He's a bad guy, right? I don't even know what's going on. Go get him. Whatever.
Yeah, go get him. So the dad's totally convinced. Kathy's like, no, I trust him. He's my lover. I love his bony body.
At this point, why not trust him? Nick is a dick.
Nick is a dick.
Your dad is the most untrustworthy person on the planet.
Correct.
You've been put into a corner here.
You might want to consider moving out.
Sure.
Yeah. Get as far away from this town as you possibly can, Kathy.
Apparently, you're smart enough that they made a news story about you. So.
Yeah. You're writing your own ticket out of here. You're on the expressway to not this place.
Yep. First Greyhound to community college.
She is like, fuck you, grabs the tape and goes to Vanilla Ice, and she's like, listen to this. And he's like, okay, so he pushes play, and the kid's like, hey, if you guys are too busy, come get me. And Ice is like, we got to do something. What's that sound in the back? And puts it together that they've taken the kid to the construction site where they previously had sex on splintery wood.
He doesn't put it together.
I don't
She does. He
think-
can't even remember where the fuck they were at
Yeah,
yesterday.
that's true.
You know that place that you took me?
The house that was...
The porta potty by the construction site?
Right.
You said you had to shit. And then you made me stay there all day. Yeah, I remember that place.
That they left that part out of the montage where the bike's parked outside of the porta john and she's just standing there. He's like, just another minute. Sorry. I had burritos.
There's bugs in here.
That was where they should have like stuffed the kid.
In the porta
potty.
potty?
Porta
Oh, no,
potty.
it's horrible.
That would have been
That
awesome.
would have been torture.
Why is this porta potty got a big chain around it?
No reason. So they go up to the construction site and they're like checking it out, and the bad guys are like, hey, look at them. Oh, well, they fucked off, so it's cool. And then all of a sudden, Vanilla Ice Kool-Aid Man's the wall on his motorcycle.
It's the Kool-Aid Man attack.
It's the Kool-Aid Man attack. Yeah, it's awesome. And he runs one of the guys over. And then his crew comes in, kicks the other guy while they're on motorcycles. It's awesome.
It's also very reminiscent of the fight between Forrester and Norris and Delta Force, where he just starts running him over with the motorcycle inside the house.
I was thinking also Purple Rain, where Prince runs over, what's his nuts?
And in Eye of the Tiger with Busey, when they ride the motorcycles around in the house. Yeah.
So this may be a stinker staple.
Sure,
Running
riding
men
motorcycles
over.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And running guys over.
I thought it was fucking awesome.
It was awesome.
So they defeat the bad guys. They bring the kid back, and they tied the bad guys on the hood of the car and pull up, and the cops are there, and that's when we find out that Vanilla Ice is the grandson of the bike mechanic, I think.
Maybe.
Question mark. And the dad's like, oh, I guess you are okay. Thanks. And what does Vanilla Ice say to thanks?
He says
It's
something.
not that
is-
important.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It-
it was like your non sequitur.
Right, I don't think so.
I don't think so. He does it in the movie.
Yeah.
Thank you. It doesn't matter. What? That's not an answer to that, and it's not even a question.
Yeah,
It
bye.
was,
Did he mean like it doesn't matter that you like me now?
Or it's all good in the hood.
Huh.
Huh.
Whatever. So she's like, oh, yeah? And he's like, totally. Get on this bike. And she's like, I can't.
He's like, what are you going to do now, college girl? College doesn't start today.
Let's do it.
Let's G-O.
Yeah, let's G-O. And so she gets on, and Nick pulls up, Nick the Dick in his Corvette, and he's like, hey, sup, where are you guys going? And Vanilla Ice is like, I'm out of here. And she's like, bye, Nick. And
He's like, I got this jacket at LL Bean.
oh, is there a sale? Hashtag J-Band. No.
No, I bought it for full price.
Well, you know, and then he's like, if you walk out of here, you'll never see me or this car again.
Or this LL Bean jacket.
And
I got you a matching one. It's in the passenger seat as a present.
he's like, wait, hold on. There's something I got to do first. So he flips a bitch and goes around and then uses the Corvette as a launch pad into space.
Mm-hmm.
Jumps the Corvette.
I was a little disappointed that freeze frame over the Corvette wasn't the end.
That should have been the end.
Yeah, because he hits the ground and they ride off, and then it's the end.
Well,
There's no-
yeah, sort of.
Oh wait, no, there's
a dance rap battle.
Fuck, that's right. There was another music video at the end of this.
And it's totally not Home of a Rock. Not-
Hey, there was men.
She's dressed like she's going to the opera.
Uh-huh.
He's dressed like Two-Face
Right.
and the Joker.
From Batman Forever's Two-Face.
Yes, and he dry humps another man.
He puts his face into the crotchal region of a dancer.
Was a tumbling 69 as well.
Yeah, tumbling 69.
But yeah, it was interesting. Nothing wrong with it,
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
but it's an interesting choice.
I would say that.
Well, it's weird how it starts, too, because he pushes this other dancer over
And then humps
starts
him.
humping his butt.
Yep.
And then they start doing this weird
Yeah, it went
Cirque du
from-
Soleil thing.
It went from the Cabbage Patch to the sprinkler to the Running Man to the prison rape.
Yeah.
Ends with the Boston Steamer on us. Movie over. Who wants to go first on question?
So is he a rapper, is he a drifter, or is he a college student?
I think that the movie is trying to tell us that
You can be anything.
that he is this not what he looks like. Never judge a book by his cover. He looks like a troublemaker, and he comes into town, and he's basically Kevin Bacon in Footloose.
Sure.
And liberates the entire thing, and everybody's misjudged him that but he's really super smart and going to Harvard, and someday probably going to run for governor of California.
Why not?
That's my interpretation of what's going on here.
Okay, what do you think, Jackie?
I just kind of accepted it. I'm like,
You're
okay.
just like, so when I ask the question, is he a rapper, a drifter, or a college student? Your answer is yes.
Yes.
I don't think so.
He's all of those things. I think he's a rapper and a drifter during the summer months when he's not at college and he stops into his grandparents' house so that he can get food.
And then when he's in college, it's like Encino Man. He's like Encino Man at college. Only he can speak.
Yes.
He's like the super most popular college student ever.
And they have rap battles in the middle of class. Yeah, I like it.
And then her dad is actually like the father from A History of Violence after the police leave. He guts those fuckers like pigs with just available, like with a lamp and a coaster.
That also could be a microphone.
Why not?
And a cantaloupe.
And a cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Busting some heads. I'll gut you like a cantaloupe.
Is she 17 or 18?
She's 26.
The actress is 26.
Well, yeah, we knew that she was not what the age they were portraying her to
In
be.
the this just in, breaking news, teenage girl, not a dumbass.
Yep.
It says that she is 17. This 17-year-old girl has a 4.0. So she's 17, Jackie.
Oh, God.
She's only 17.
What else makes the news in this town?
Cat.
Yeah.
Lemon
meringue pie. Quite delicious. More at 5.
Man almost hits deer, and both continue on their path.
John McCarthy fixed his screen door this week. That's all.
Somebody's been leaving their pooper scooper duty in their neighbor's trash can. Tune in at 5 to know more.
That's a controversy, Jackie.
Yeah,
that is too hot.
That's like the police are there. They've got situation control. People are at least 500 feet away. There's a guy running back and forth yelling, "Nothing to see here."
Yeah, there's just a man on a bullhorn yelling at somebody's house. Let the poop out, or we'll open fire. It's not one of my better jokes. Is she up to his level
Of what? Coolness?
Level?
of like dateability? Like, are they a good match?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kathy and Vanilla Ice.
2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, dude, they're both just kind of humdrum. He got better looking as he got older.
Let's be totally superficial and shallow. Like,
I
let's put our
think she's
goodness away.
1.5 above him.
Let's pull a Trump here and give each of them a star rating. I think that she on her best day might get to a 6, Sam.
I thought she got better looking as the movie went. When she was all wet, she has a pretty athletic figure, I think. So I'm giving her a 6.5. But I'm giving him a 5. I'm giving him a 5.
6.5 is not a bad star rating.
No,
that's a compliment.
I would.
I think
she was 26. I don't feel bad saying I would definitely go out with her.
All right, Jackie.
I don't know. She's average, so I'm going to give her a 5, and so is he. So I'm going to give him a 5. I mean, there are those people that they look just like other people. There's nothing special, distinct, beautiful about either one of them. They're just average, normal-looking people. So they're not ugly, but they're not the kind of people that when you see them, you're like, oh, I'm going to stare at you for a little bit, and it's going to be fucking creepy.
That's why Vanilla Ice and the marketing team that invented him have his hair, his jacket. Everything is huge because He's just a dude.
He's just a dude. This matchup is puzzling. Like, okay. All right. Did the motorcycle ever get fixed?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
They get
remember
fixed
that.
in time for him because they take all the motorcycles to go find Timmy caught
That's
in
true.
the well.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. Well, that wrapped itself up,
Yeah.
nicely, I guess.
I have the unanswerable question.
Okay.
What's with the 3 lemons by her bed? These are the 3 seashells in Demolition Man. Like,
I think we need to first ask, are they real lemons?
I think so. They're
Yeah, why would
lemons.
you just have fucking plastic fruit in your...
Why would you
Either
have
way,
plastic fruit
dude,
ever?
why would you have a plastic one or a real one by your bed?
But if they're plastic, they never have to be changed. If they're real lemons, then she is continually changing out her lemons.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people do the oranges, but they put that clover into it so it looks like a spiky ball, and that's supposed to smell good.
Okay.
And they usually do it around the holiday season.
All right.
But I've never seen anybody do anything with a lemon that's like, it fucking smells great in here, just like a fresh lemon.
There's 3 lemons sitting on a paper plate on her nightstand at all times. Like her dad came in one morning and said, "Oh, another 3 lemon night, huh?" She's like, "Every night's a 3 lemon night anymore, Dad."
I got it. She's a bedwetter, and lemons clean up the stains.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, it's like when you get spill soda on your wool, you use that lemon and
Sure.
spritzer.
She just sprays the lemon
Club
on there so
soda.
she doesn't mind the wet so much as the smell.
The pee-pee. She's got vinyl sheets.
Yep. Call that the Wilson waterbed.
That's gross.
My final question should be fairly obvious to answer.
Oh, what about mine?
I guess I am a jerk. Sorry. Go ahead.
What was your favorite saying on his jacket?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm going to go with the main one, down by law, because I have no idea what it means.
I didn't know what any of it meant.
Sex me up is pretty clear.
Danger.
is sort of.
Yep is pretty clear.
Yup.
He's got his yep is written on one of his sleeves. Yep. Down by law, I'm sticking with because I can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with "Sex Me Up."
All right.
'Cause it's not even his song.
No.
I'm going with yep.
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 That was my favorite. Like, you have all these, like, really, like, yeah, hardcore, and then yep,
Yup.
Yup. It's
yep,
actually what you can say about this movie. Yep.
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 I don't think so. My last question, is he cool?
I think back then, he would have been considered cool.
Back then, wearing your pants backwards was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, no.
Not today, but yeah, I think he was cool.
Yeah, I still.
Yeah, it was cool to be a douchebag in the 90s
Yep.
if you were a man.
Yep.
It was still totally okay to, like, sneak into people's bedrooms and...
The line shaving haircut has not gone away.
It hasn't.
No, that his haircut, I'm going to give it to him. Whoever his barber is fucking awesome.
At one point, he's got Johnny Bravo's haircut.
He's got 3 different things. His hair is in full effect. He's got the 3-way.
Mm-hmm.
It's the super tall, like Johnny Suede, huge greaser.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then he's got all the lines shaved into it, and then on the bottom there's still a rat tail.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got to give it to him. He was cool
Yeah.
as ice. Done. All right. Final recommendations on this thing. Sam, let's start with you.
Yes.
Yes.
It sucks so bad. And it's, because it's culturally significant.
Yeah. Okay. Jackie?
Yes, absolutely a yes. I was entertained. I thought it was fun. And I'm with Sam. It is very much, if you want to know what the 90s were like, that's
That's it.
right there.
It's in there.
Yeah.
I mean, he captured it perfectly.
Yep. I am also going to give it to Do primarily for the cultural relevance. Like you need to go through this, but I don't think I enjoyed it as much as you guys. You just kind of make it sound like you had fun. I struggled with this.
Riffed the shit out of it.
It is pretty riffable.
It has so many. It's not too long. It doesn't really drag, but it gives you lots of time to make fun of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I mean, this isn't necessarily a great time. This is just a really shitty movie.
It's a shitty movie.
Yeah.
I had a fun time.
Okay, all right. So 3 do's on this one. Speaking of do's and don'ts, let's get into some streaming do's and don'ts. Starting with on Tubi TV, not really starring, but he's in it. The recently passed, God rest his soul, Batman in The Specialist from 1978. Adam West is who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
In case you couldn't make that connection.
And we already forgot the gal's name. She was a thing. Too.
Yeah, no clue. Adam West plays an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes.
And he is suing a guy because this guy wants to turn a swamp into a golf course.
It's a California water rights lawsuit with high intrigue.
Very high intrigue.
Yeah, like so the one lawyer sets up the water company. Like he's got everybody at the water company in his pocket, but then there's this other hotshot lawyer who's going to screw up his deal somehow. So he brings in a specialist.
A honeypot.
Yep.
A woman of ill repute to come in and seduce Adam West, and that will stop this lawsuit.
Sure.
I guess, yeah, because he's going to blackmail him, I guess.
Yeah, so
I don't fucking
he
know.
puts the honeypot on the jury of the water rights trial.
Yeah, right.
And then she seduces him.
Which he can do. You can just say, I've got a special jury person coming in.
Yeah, exactly. Special
who
juror.
doesn't live in this city
Nope.
or county. Doesn't matter.
Sure. Yeah.
I liked it.
I really liked it, even though it's like, when you put it on paper, it's like, this is a movie about a water rights lawsuit and a lady that almost bangs a guy, but doesn't.
If we had to write down the plot of this film, like from start, the plot synopsis the whole way through,
I could do it in 2 sentences.
2 sentences. Nothing happens in this movie
And
at all.
It's a train wreck at the end.
Yes.
And so you're just like, wow, that was something. I've never seen a movie like that before.
This movie is a real fucking turd, and I liked it a lot.
Too.
Jackie?
Yeah. You know what? The ending blows me away.
It is bananas.
Yeah. And so, yeah, it's a do for me. I super enjoyed it.
Highly riffable, very dumb.
Good boobs.
Well, really?
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of boobs.
She's got some pretty weird fake ones, I think.
No, they're real. Apparently.
It looked like 1975's fake boobs.
But
a little weird.
I liked the doofus son artist guy.
Yeah.
That came
Yes.
in. He was such a doofus. He was perfect.
Yes. No, and oh my God. I know I'm really harping on this, but dude, this family of doofuses is eerily similar to a family of doofuses that are living in the White House. Like this derp painter guy bears an uncanny resemblance to one particular Eric Trump. I mean, a little.
Yeah, the hat's about the only thing they don't have in common.
Oh, God. No, The Specialist is a total do. We'll miss you, Adam West. Thank you for everything. Next up on, unfortunately, we watched both of these on the Mill Creek, one of the Mill Creek packs. I think the Swingin' 70s pack. This is not on streaming anywhere except for YouTube in Spanglish, Spanish, whatever that language is.
Yeah, Espanol.
Starring Fred Williamson, and the guy who puts his dick in a hot dog in Bachelor Party and commits horrible offenses to women in Malibu Express.
Yeah.
What's his name? Clark Baxter?
Yeah.
Something like that. Ripped dude. They're together in Delta Force Commando. Wow, that sure sounds awesome.
And don't forget, Bo Svensson's in it
Bo
too.
Svensson's in this. Oh my, wow, this should be fucking hot shit.
Yeah.
It's Delta Force, which I love, and
Commandos.
Commando mashed up into one thing. My two of my favorite action movies ever together at last.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
I loved it.
I thought this movie was crap. I did not enjoy it one bit. It was slow and boring and tedious.
I thought that it was the circumstances just kept getting more and more dubious, and stupid shit happened constantly. The sort of non-chemistry between the two actors was fun, and that every time Clark Baxter was fighting, even though he's like a big guy, you're like, whoa, this guy has never thrown a punch before.
Right.
He was terrible.
No, Sam, I'm sticking with this. It's a 5 out of 10, which is in the do not for me.
Yeah, I liked it.
Because there's sequences after sequences of just guys shooting guns in the air and nothing happening. Just 10 minutes of gun shooting happening with nobody dying.
Yeah.
And it was
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, it was G.I. Joe, and I don't like G.I. Joe cartoons, and I didn't like this movie.
I liked it. The bus thing was fucking hilarious.
Barely. It took for fucking ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a non-do for me, which is a disappointment because it's called Delta Force Commando starring Fred Williamson. It should be explosions and stunts and guys dropping out of buildings. And
so I am really used to the Williamson pictures having the budget not being there. Right. So maybe that's my expectations were much lower than yours.
But Night Vision had no money, and there was shit happening all over that fucking thing.
Well, Night Vision was just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it was awesome. So last but not least, we're going to toss out a riff tracks here on Amazon Prime. Jackie and I watched this. Sam did not. One of the rare instances of that happening. William Shatner in Kingdom of Spiders.
Yeah. Which I have seen, but I have not seen it in 20 years, so I don't know that I can say anything about it.
Jackie, let's start with you on Kingdom of Spiders, starring William Shatner.
He gets bit.
A lot.
A lot.
This is
one bite kills everyone else.
One bite kills everyone else.
But it just gives him a little bit of sweating.
Yeah.
And then he's ready to go. Yeah, he makes a weird noise, and then so that you know that he's been bitten by the spider.
Right.
And then
he might have actually gotten bitten by spiders. This film is covered in tarantulas. Like, not like 50s mutated one tarantula green screen or rear projection takes over a town. There's probably, God, what would you guesstimate how many spiders there are in this film, Jackie?
There's hundreds of them.
Hundreds? I think that there was hundreds of thousands of spiders in this movie.
Because just on the one anthill, there was like 50 of them.
50? I think there was 5,000.
In the first hive that they find.
I know, in just one sequence, I think that there's 5,000 spiders there.
And then the cow comes running through, and there's at least 20 on him.
Your numbers stink, dude. There was 100 spiders on that cow, and they had to have. It's not like they had a bucket of spiders that they just pick up. They murdered the hell out of spiders in this film. The town is covered in fucking spiders, and a car comes up and it just starts squishing all the spiders. Like tarantula murder. They had to have had at least 100,000 spiders on hand for this movie.
The only way it works is that because they shot it in Monument Valley.
Yeah, in Arizona.
So through that whole large desert that starts at the Mojave and makes it almost all the way to Texas, it's this thing like cicadas. Like once every 10 years or so,
right?
The tarantulas are basically an ocean on the ground.
It is a lot of tarantulas.
I've only seen it once in my life, but it was like, it is unnerving.
Yeah.
There's so many fucking spiders.
This movie, though, stinks. This is the stupidest movie ever created, and it is glorious. I loved this movie. It is hilarious. Jackie?
Yeah, I liked it too.
Shatner's so
I'm gonna
crappy.
milk your udders.
Yes, his look at Shatner. What an icon of a man. He could have any woman he wants until he opens his mouth in this movie because he is fucking creepy as shit. Like worse than Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, dead brother's wife. I'd like to milk your udders.
Huh.
Yeah.
Gulp.
And then he brings new girlfriend over like in the next day.
And steals her car.
Yeah.
And she likes it, of course, because it's 1978 and it's Shatner. And oh my God, his character sucks so bad. And the spider deaths are hilarious. Just spider attacks, jumping on people, and their reactions to getting dead from spiders. At one point, like a World War II biplane crop duster guy gets spidered while he's flying his crop duster, and proceeds to scream like a girl for about 5 minutes. And it's not like, ee! Jackie, how did this man scream?
Let me back up from the mic
Okay.
a little bit. Like it sounded like a woman.
We are not exaggerating. That is exactly how this biplane crop duster man screamed to his doom.
Huh.
It is hilarious. I loved this movie with or without riff tracks. I mean, it's one of those movies that like sometimes they just set themselves up like, oh, we're going to be done in an hour writing this shit. It just is too fucking easy because this movie is hilarious without them.
Yeah.
It's great. Loved Kingdom of Spiders. Total do.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently my dad's the friends with the guy who directed it.
Yeah, that was
weird.
Yeah.
Well, when we go to Monument Valley, we'll see where this spider action happened.
Yeah, we'll let you know what happens there. Maybe we'll get spidered. That's your episode, gang. I am going to choose a movie next week. And the movie I am choosing, I don't know what it was going to be. Something from my year in review. I was thinking about Rage of Honor with Sho Kosugi.
That Barbarians movie. Let's watch that.
I think Sam wants to have the Barbarians.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. We've been living in 1990 to 1994 for about 2 months.
Yeah.
We should probably bounce out of there for a little bit.
Yeah.
So Sho Kosugi back into the 80s would be all right.
Okay. Tentatively Rage of Honor. Come back to us next week to find out for sure. Thank you for listening. Make sure to follow us on Facebook /Stinker Madness. Go to our website, stinkermadness.com. Email us at talk@stinkermadness.com. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com /Stinker Madness. Tip your waitress. I'll be here all week. Bye-bye.
Get to the chop out.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Visit us at www.stinkermadness.com. Follow Stinker Madness on Twitter @Stinker Madness. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Thank you for listening, and get to the chopper.